today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Cam Newton and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. The former MVP in his 12th season leading them out. He's got more rushing touchdowns than any quarterback in NFL history. Cam Newton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And, look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The Jaguars at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Play action. It's Newton. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Here's Newton. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Newton on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the 50, Newton. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 110 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Newton to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now Jones off the bootleg. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And he will have a Giants 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Jones.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Kayvon Thibodeau
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton forced out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. Josh Allen, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots, if I remember correctly. They've won a few in the years following.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Newton. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeau
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After the sack on 1st down, Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To throw is Newton. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now out come the Giants. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Barkley inside handoff. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coach were both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Agnew now to return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And that'll be incomplete.
These two teams, the Jags and Giants, two lowest scoring teams in the NFL last year in 2021. The Jags 14.9 points a game. Giants only slightly better, 15.2. Now, by comparison, you think about the Cowboys, they led the league 31.2 points per game. So more than both of these two clubs combined.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Dancing to his left. This is caught. It's Kirk. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Newton.
And one more time, here's Kirk. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep him off the scoreboard here.
Again, Newton being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you a
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Devin Lloyd
in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Newton.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Newton now to throw.
Get this quickly to Ingram. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Newton. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that's going to tie us at 13. Chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Jones throwing on first down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Off the bootleg. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
There's Manhurts, the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Another tote for Etienne.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Here's Newton. Finds his tight end Ingram. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. They'll roll him out right. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Newton on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get on the first down. And it continues to test the defense. Let them think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, throw right side, caught by Ridley.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And some space here.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Etienne up the middle.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Etienne once more.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Newton.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he's going to have a Jags 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Throwing is Newton.
Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Newton now to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. 7 yards there and a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Now Newton. Floating one, incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Newton. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Open man right side is Ingram. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a first carry for their fullback.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And they'll run with Etienne.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Newton. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So now Jones and the Giants down 27-20, 1:04 on the clock. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
To throw is Jones. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late time.